Hey, man. Hey, what you do to my hairline? Man, you push my shit back. Oh, hell no. Hell no. You gonna pay for this. I'm gonna beat your ass. What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. Let's get into it. All right, now, this story I'm going to tell y'all today, this could happen in or out of prison. It happened in prison, but something like this could still happen today. Now, on my pod and every other pod, there's a barber. Most prisons have many barbers. You need them or somebody to step up and say that they know how to cut hair, because guess what, y'all? The prison is not providing us with barbers. If we don't know how to do it ourselves, then we'll just be looking like cavemen up in there. So either you grow your hair out and you got braids and you braid it yourself and you just looking all scruffy all the time, or you get that 5 packs of miles and go get your hair cut. Now, I know y'all like, dang, 5 packs of miles, and they're more expensive now than they used to be, of course. Back in the day, a pack of miles is like $3, $4. So 5 or 6 pack of miles wasn't that expensive, honestly. But now, if you like to maintain yourself, which I did, I stayed with a shape up every week. I had to. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to be walking around scratching my face and looking crazy. But anyway, let's get to it. Now, there was a guy named Lex. Big dude. And he liked to get his hair shaped up. He got transferred into our pod from another pod. Now, he was used to impeccable service. Dude in the other pod had his hairline crispy. I mean, his beard was looking sharp. Like he was ready to go on a date or something. Picture that in prison. The barber that we had in our pod, he was getting old, y'all. And he was, let's say, I know the older you are, the more experience you might have. But this guy, Gerard, he wasn't that great. So a lot of people, they didn't bother with him. They would sneak over to another pod, even if they had to bribe an officer, to let them onto that pod. They'd rather take their chances getting their cut over there. Any other pod except for ours. We had the worst barber, y'all. Now, Lex, he's new in the pod and he don't know no better. He just figure a barber's a barber. If you still over here cutting, you must be doing a good job. Now, people would tell him, hey, listen, bro, if I was you, I would go back to the pod that you just came from and get your cut over there. Don't mess with Gerard. He gonna chip you up. And, Lex like, man, I'm not trying to do all of that. That's a lot of moving around. I got bribe guards, this and that. So he was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just have to see how good old boy is. Now, when you go to the barber shop and you waiting, and you don't see nobody waiting for that one barber, their chair is always empty. Well, we only had one chair, and that one chair was always empty. Now, any other pod, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, is popping. Because you got visits coming up. So people try and get in where they fit in. And the line be long sometimes, so you might have to get your cut 2 days before your visit, 3 days before your visit. However you do it, so you looking nice for your visit. And you're going to go take pictures and all that. See shorty, see wifey, moms, whoever coming to see you. You want to look right. Now, Lex had a visit coming up. His shorty was coming to see him. And he like, man, my shorty coming to see me tomorrow, man. I got to get this cut. I don't got time to play around. So he make an appointment with Gerard. Now, everybody telling him in the pod, listen, bro, I'm telling you, Gerard is going to mess you up. Like, all right, whatever, man, whatever. We're going to see. So fast forward to haircut day. Gerard is over there trimming him up, trimming Lex up. Now, Lex falling asleep, which you should never do, especially in prison or in the streets. Don't fall asleep on your barber, because when your head is doing all of this and that, Every time you move, they gotta adjust, and you gotta hope that your barber is good enough to move with you. So if he cutting your hair like this, and all of a sudden you lean in toward those clippers like this, you gotta hope that your barber good enough to back up if you happen to do that. Else you gonna get chipped up, and you gonna blame him. Now, Lex over there nodding off. Gerard just over there. Lex got a full head of hair, y'all. Waves. He brushes shit all day long. That's all he do. Either he brushing it or he got the wave cap on, got him tied down. Now, Lex, he don't think nothing of it. He just sitting there in the chair, y'all, chilling. And we don't got mirrors in the front or behind us, so you can't see the progress as it's happening. Somebody got to actually bring you a mirror from their cell so you can check it out. And you got to go in the pod and hold one mirror up and then look in the other one to see the backs. Make sure your line's straight and all of that. So Lex, he started waking up a little bit. Finally, he all groggy. Maybe he was up late or something. I don't know. But he like, you almost done? You almost done? And Gerard is like, yeah, just stay still, man. Just stay still. A little bit more. I'm just fixing up your hairline. Yeah, a little bit more. You straight, man. You looking tight, man. You looking tight. I got you, man. I got you. You got them miles, right? And Lex like, yeah, man, I got you, man. I got you. Just make sure I'm tight for visit tomorrow. I'm taking pictures and stuff, And he like, yeah, you gonna look good, man. You gonna look good. I'm telling you. So, end of the cut. Lex pays Gerard. Slides in the miles. Gerard throw him in his pocket. And he just sitting there chilling. Now, lo and behold, y'all, you have to give the barbers back the clippers every time, he's done cutting. You have to hand them in. They don't let us keep clippers on the tier unlocked up. They locked up. You give them back to the CO. And also, mind you, a lot of the COs, they come in and get their haircuts in the prison. Why? Because they cheap as hell and it's free. A barber will hook a CO up with a free cut because that barber gonna bring him cigarettes. He probably give him some street food. It's different other ways that he could pay him that's way cheaper than him going and spending $50 and $60 at a barbershop on his cut, when most of these barbers could cut just as good. A lot of them was barbers on the street. Now, C.O. Brown, he would regularly get his hair cut, y'all. And he knew a lot about the pods. And he knew you wasn't supposed to mess with Gerard. All the COs know, don't go to that block because that barber is going to chip you. Now, when Lex saw what happened to his head, when he looked in the mirror, mind you, he was all the way back in his cell. Now he's looking in the front and he's looking in the back. And he's like, oh my God, I'm going to kill this fool. I'm going to kill him. It looked like somebody carved a Zorro, a Z, right in the middle of this guy's waves, y'all. His hairline went up like this and back down like that. Like a wave, like a sound wave or something. Like, dude, you just jacked that man's head up. Now, Lex is fuming. He's steaming mad. He looking all over the place for Gerard. Now, Gerard out, he done put his stuff away and he out in the yard. So, oh boy. Lex, man. Lex, he got some diabolical ideas in his head. First, he ransacked Gerard's room. He went in there, found the miles that he gave him, and some. He took whatever he could fit in his pockets out of Gerard's locker, walked up out of there, went and stashed it in his room. Then he ran into C.O. Brown at the desk, and he had a little joint on like I got on right now, little Scully. He was hiding that Zorro. Now he went over to the gate and he said, "Hey, CO Brown, let me talk to you, man. Let me talk to you, Brown." And like, "What's good? What's good, Lex? What's going on? You alright?" Like, "Nah, man, I'm not alright, man. I'm not alright at all. I need a huge favor, man. Can you do me a favor and let me hold those clippers? I gotta fix my shape up. This dude Gerard just jacked me up, man, and I got a visit tomorrow." So CL Brown like, "Oh man, you should have never went to him. Let me see what you're looking like." And he pulled this Scully off, y'all. CL Brown jumped back. "Oh shit. Damn." He like, yeah, man. Don't laugh, man. Don't laugh. Look, let me just try and fix this up as much as I can. If you could just let me hold the clippers for about an hour or so, and I'm going to try and do what I can. And if I can't save it, I'm just going to have to shave all my waves off, man, and start over, man. And you're like, "Dang, man, I know you mad." You're like, "Mad? Mad ain't the word. When I catch this dude, it's going down." And he like, "Well, look, man, I'm here all night, so you do what you got to do, and I'm going to just turn my back, because that's crazy he did that to you, man. He need to learn. If he don't know how to cut, he need to just say that and don't touch nobody's head, because that's crazy." So now Lex got the green light from Officer Brown. He not getting locked up tonight, and he know it. So he is going to beat Gerard ass. And, well, I think he has a few more things in mind for Gerard with those clippers. Because it wasn't no saving his hairline. That was a flat out lie. He want those clippers because he going to teach Gerard a lesson. Now, Lex was a GD. And you already know, as soon as he went around his crew, they was joking and clowning him. He turned into instant entertainment, which made Lex's blood boil even hotter. He told him exactly what happened. "Man, this dude chipped me up, man, and he act like he ain't do nothing. He seen that when he walked off. He ain't say sorry or nothing. He ain't trying to explain. He took my miles and kept it moving like it was all good, y'all." And they just sitting there having a ball. "Yo, homeboy look like Gumby. Look at that shit. Yo, oh my gosh. That shit is so crooked, bro. Yo, you look crazy right now. You ain't got waves, you got slaves. They just falling in line. They don't know where they want to head." Yo. Lex like, all right. Listen. Y'all gotta help me do something to this man. I need y'all to help me teach him a lesson. And they're like, "All right, man, all right. Well, what you want? What you want us to do?" They're like, "All right, bet. As soon as Rec Yard comes in, we gonna find him. We're gonna find him and we gonna drag him into one of our cells. That way, nobody know what happened to him. I need y'all to hold him down long enough for me to mess his hair up. C.O. Brown let me borrow the clippers. So I'm going to carve a couple of Z's in his head. All over. And then we're going to stomp him out. Put him on the gate. So he don't mess nobody else's head up. That's the last pack of Black and Miles he taking out of this pod." And they're like, "All right, shit. Say no more. We need a new barber anyway. We can't get one until he up out of here." So, because that's, in that position, if you're a barber, you get, good treatment. You get to stay where you want. You get your own cell. You get good treatment to be a barber in the pod. And everybody rocks with you. All the gangs, all the COs, everybody rocks with you. You get more outside privileges than anybody else. And people want that position. So if you can't cut, you might as well not even step in line. Because the penalties for messing somebody's head up, well, let's just say Gerard about to find out. So fast forward, y'all. They catch Gerard on the way back in from Rec. They catch him. Slide up on the left of him. Slide up on the right of him. And you're like, hey, Gerard. Hey, come over here for a minute. We want to talk to you for a minute. Now, right away, Gerard's eyes is darting back and forth. He looking. He like, something ain't right. All these dudes is GDs. Like, what's going on? And he like, hey, let me just go back to my cell real quick and get something. And as soon as he tried that, they grabbed him by the arms. Nah, ain't no time for that. And they ushering him on to a cell down in the back. Now they close the door. And now he's just sitting there wondering what the heck is going on. What's going on? Who comes into the door? Here comes, oh shit. Lex got a whole set of clippers, y'all. Yeah. He plugged them bad boys in. He said, hey man, look what you did, man. Look what you did to my head. And he like, what? I ain't do that. I ain't do that. Lex smacked the hell out of him. Pow! 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 The hell you didn't? I had to cancel my visit. You think I want my shorty seeing this? You think I want to take pictures for anybody on the outside to see me looking crazy? Got me looking like a goofy? And Lex like, nah, man, hold him still. Hold him still. Plug them joints in. Zzz. Hey, what you doing, man? What you doing? Zzz, 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 zzz. He just carving him up, yo, patch after patch. Da, da, da. Just chunks coming out. This boy look crazy right about now. Then, oh nah, he not forgetting about that hairline. Cause that hairline, once you push that hairline back, it's gonna take a long time to come back, my boy. He got to working on that hairline. Hold him still, hold him. Zzz, 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 zzz. Carved him on up, y'all. His hairline was worse than what, how Lex's looked. And that was the point. Then, y'all, he kept talking. Stop, man, stop. What you doing, man? I'ma tell. Lex grabbed the damn clippers out of the wall, out of the outlet, grabbed the cord, wrapped it around his neck, and started choking him out with that shit, y'all. Choking him out with the clipper cord. You gonna tell what? You gonna tell who? You ain't gonna tell nobody. Nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing. The other GDs, they just smashed him in the face. Bam! 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 You ain't gonna tell nobody. Bam! Kicking him. Bam! Bam! Bet you ain't gonna snitch. Now, after that beatdown, y'all, they dragged Gerard on out of the cell. Dragged him all the way up to the front gate, y'all. Yeah. Because remember, C.L. Brown was turning his back. So they had free run of the pod. Left him up there on that gate. Threw all his belongings on top of him. And pretty much ain't nobody say nothing to him. Ain't nobody do nothing about it for at least another hour when they came to do count. And the count was C.O. Brown. So he gave everybody enough time to get their stuff together, clean up, clean your knuckles, your shoes, change your clothes, make sure nobody can implicate you, and get right, because he was about to call the code. He had to. That's his job. He hit the button. Boom, lockdown, y'all. Everybody start rushing to their cells. And come the Turtle Squad. Now they dragging him up out of there. And well, that was the last time we ever had to deal with Gerard in our pod again. I think they shipped him out of the prison because nobody wanted him on their tier. At least not as a barber. And if he wasn't a barber, he was a neutron. And he wasn't going to live up in there aside from that. Alright, y'all, look, that's going to be it for this story. If you like stories like this, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that hype button, and y'all know the vibes. This is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner, and I'm out.